cut coupons or find the cheapest thing or get the best deal or whatever. And that's good. Like all successful businesses do that. That's one of the misconceptions that people will teach is at some point you just can't save anymore. You focus so much of your time and effort on clipping coupons and you don't spend any time increasing. What's up, everybody? This is Kevin Kartchner here at the Fight Against Mediocrity YouTube channel, where we talk everything sales, business, real estate, and self-development, helping you become a better person and fight mediocrity. Again, I'm on the front lines with you, fighting mediocrity every day, working to become my best self and fight the average and destroy the small thinking. So today, I want to share my best advice for those who are 18 to 25 years old. This is advice that I wish I would have taken sooner and learned sooner. My favorite advice, I'm going to save for the end, so stick around for that. So when I was 13 or 14, I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read it, go pick it up and read it. It's a must read. The premise of the book is he has his dad who's a teacher, who's his poor dad, and then his rich dad who's a business owner. And he kind of goes through the mentality that both were able to teach him during his life. And in that book, he says that there are a few skills that you should learn in life and learn them early that will set you up for success. And one of those skills that he talks about is sales. And my greatest advice for you, if you're between the ages of 18 and 25, honestly, any age, but like 18 to 25 is a great time to start and learn, but is learn to sell. Here are the reasons why. The number one, so let me start with this. On a financial statement, the top is income, and then the rest are all the expenses that you have. And one of the greatest pieces of advice I received about that from Grant Cardone is he said, only spend 5% of your time managing your expenses and spend 95% of your time managing the top line, which is income. And the reason he says that isn't because he's not saying like, just go spend money on whatever you want. Like, don't worry about your expenses. He's saying, hey, there's only so much you can do to save an extra dollar. But the top line, your income, your revenue, that one you can increase infinitely. That's one of the misconceptions that people will teach is at some point you just can't save anymore. Cut coupons or find the cheapest thing or get the best deal or whatever. And that's good. Like all successful businesses do that. But you can go overboard to the point where you focus so much of your time and effort on clipping coupons and you don't spend any time increasing your revenue, which is actually easier and more effective. So spend 95% of your time on your income, that top line, 5% on your expenses. So that's why my greatest advice is to get into sales, is because it is the fastest way to increase that top line and really make a huge difference in your life. With learning sales, and when I say learning sales, the opportunity matters as well. Like I wouldn't go to Costco and be like, hey, I want to sell the free samples every Saturday or whatever. The opportunity matters. So if you're selling Costco samples or you're selling multi-million-dollar yachts and you have the same skill level of sales, you're going to want to sell the yachts. You're going to make a lot more money. And that's one of the things that I help people with is, hey, how to find the opportunity, how to get into sales. I was an accountant making $60K a year and got into sales, all straight commission sales 2 weeks before I got married, and was not good at it at first, but ended up 5xing my income from when I was an accountant to being in sales. So that's what I do. That's what I help people do. Go to the fightagainstmediocrity.com and you can learn more. But anyways, you can't save your way to wealth. One of my favorite things about being in sales, entrepreneurship, and business is that you can never just coast. You're constantly pushing for better, to improve and tweak little things that will help you become better. Versus when I was an accountant making $60K, it sucked because no matter how little or how much how little or how much I did or how smart I worked, I'd get paid the exact same amount every 2 weeks. And that's like super demoralizing. And so the cool thing about sales is you can make a ton of money and you're always pushing for more and improving yourself. It's one of the fastest ways to self-development and self-improvement. Another really cool thing about sales, and one of the reasons that you should do it, is you can create your own economy. So I sold homes, and a lot of people would blame the economy and say, I did well because it was a good economy, or I did bad because it was a bad economy. Well, I don't buy into that. That's BS, because in sales, you can create your own economy. The better you are, the more you can just create your own economy. No matter if the economy is good or bad, you become what I call economy proof, and you're always going to succeed that way. You'll learn how to communicate and present well. A lot of people will say that the younger generations aren't very good at that. I mean, because of social media and things like that, I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that. I think it's a different type of communication. But learning sales, you're going to be able to communicate and present information clearly and very well, because in sales, you have to learn how to simplify things. If it's complicated, no one's going to buy it. So you have to learn how to simplify things and make them very easy to understand, which is a huge skill to have moving forward. You know, as you're dating, moving through life and working with different people, you're always going to have teams that you're going to work with. You know, communicating is always very, very important. Another really cool thing that I love about sales is it sets you up in the future to be able to start your own business if you want. The number one reason businesses fail is because they don't produce enough income fast enough, which is sales. So if you're really good at sales, if you learn that skill, you can be set up to start your own business in the future, because you know, hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure my product gets sold because I can communicate it well, I can present it clearly, I can put together a good offer. In sales, one of the cool things too is you get to see in any company that you work with or for, you get to see from kind of A to Z. So creation of the product, fulfillment, talking to the customer. You get to see maybe some of the issues with the product or service because you're working with the customer still and dealing with those. So you get to see kind of A to Z, the business cycle. You get to see what's really good about the business cycle that you have currently, or what's really bad, what can be improved. Last but not least, one of the greatest reasons to get into sales at a young age is because it's a great way to build wealth. If you do what is hard now, your life will be easy. If you do what is easy now, your life will be hard in the future. And with sales, you're going to be able to build a lot of wealth. Now, key point, don't just go buy a nice car or whatever, because as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's going to depreciate a ton. Don't go spend it on, I guess, just don't go waste it. Save your money, and then invest in yourself, and then invest in cash producing assets. So whether that's a business, whether that's real estate, which is my favorite, whether that's, if you know, stocks and want to do that, like invest in assets. And the reason that's so crucial is you're going to get the power of the compound effect, the compounding interest, the compounding effect of your money working for you while you're asleep, growing at such a young age. You're just going to be set up for life. Anyway, so that's my advice. If you're between the ages of 18 and 25 and want to crush it, get into sales. If you have zero experience in sales, or if you're currently in sales and just want to take it to the next level and be making six figures in sales, which in my personal opinion, if you're in sales, you should not be making under six figures. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You need to get in a new opportunity, or you need to learn skills to get you to that six-figure mark. That's what we do at the Fight Against Mediocrity. We help people make six figures in sales, whether they have a lot of experience or zero experience. And the course is 90 days long. So we do it in 90 days and we set you up for a great opportunity. If you're interested in that, go to thefightagainstmediocrity.com. We would love to help you out and show you what we have to offer. Anyways, have a great day. I hope this was beneficial for you. Time is one of the things that we can't buy. So if you're young, take advantage of this advice. Go learn sales, go crush it. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next video.